What's up, guys? Team Mookie's B here with an update on my Eatos deck. Got back from locals yesterday. Well, I didn't just get back, but, you know, whatever. So I'm posting a deck list of pretty much what I played yesterday, with some minor changes. I think I only changed, like, one card main deck and one card side deck, so let's get right onto it. 1 Stardust, 2 Heraclinos, and 2 Gyzaris. And just for the people who are watching this that don't normally watch my videos, I will kind of explain the deck a little bit. Alright, so the main deck, we got 3 Eatos. Basically, it's a monster that is a free beater. You're not going to have monsters in your grave if you're playing this deck right, or if you do, then it's just it's a free beater early game if you can get it. And yeah, so free beater. You're not going to use its equip spell effect because it's subpar early. 3 Barbaros, it's a 19 beater under skill drain like most of the deck, and or without skill drain, and under skill drain it's a 3000, so this deck likes big beaters. 2 Battle Faders to stop direct attacks, which this deck has a bit of a problem with. A Stratos, without skill drain out, it searches out your E-Heroes, or if you have an E-Hero, it pops back rows, which is good. Always get off the back row effect if you can. Alias, which is what Stratos searches out. As far as my Gemini, other Geminis for Spark, we run 2 Endymion because it has 1200 defense, which is more important, and a lot of people say because it's light you can bluff Honest, but really, that's not going to work. Once people see a macro or a D-Fisher, they're going to automatically know that you're not going to run Honest, and if you are running Honest, just to mess with people, that it's going to be dead 90% of the time. And then your Evocator, just because it's a Rota target. I wouldn't suggest running 3 Evocator, just because they're going to kill it with like a Pyramid Turtle or some crap like that, and then you'll be pretty pissed. So, to the spells, 3-Dimensional Fisher, keep stuff out your grave, that's pretty much the purpose of that, stops them from using Honest and Collude and crap like that. 3 Gemini Sparks, it's basically your Icarus attack, but in a sense it's better, because not only do you get to draw a card, so if you're top decking it really helps, but it also is an answer to Bottomless Trap Hole, which this deck is annoyed by, or Torrential Tribute. If they're going to Torrential Tribute, you just Gemini Spark, destroy your monster first, and target one of their other cards, and then you get to draw one, so 2 Smashing. Now, the only problem that I had with this card was I really was seriously considering taking out one of the Smashing for a Shield Crush, just because all the times I was wanting to use Smashing, they were just setting defense, and I was kind of in control of the game anyway, and they were just kind of, you know, protecting against life points, so I just wanted to kill them faster, pretty much. But I think Smashing is a better solution, because if they special their JD, you can Smashing it, you don't have to wait for them to put it in defense, or like run crap like Econ and Book of Moon to put it in defense and stuff. Well, I mean, I run Book of Moon, but I'm just saying you don't have to waste 2 cards when Smashing is the one card that you can use. Also doesn't target. But anyways, so Book of Moon, mostly used to stop attacks actually, so that's good. E-Call, I do run 1 now. I didn't used to run any, but with the lower monster count, and I noticed I wasn't drawing into monsters as often as I wanted to, obviously, with only running like 15 monsters. So I figure go run the E-Call and the Rota. So those are the spells. Now the traps. Now we'll start out with the kind of controversial one right now, Starlight Road. Now this is controversial for the reason being that people are saying to run 2. I think 2 is unnecessary. I think 1 is good enough. People are going to be playing, as soon as they see a Starlight Road, they're going to be playing Dust Tornadoes, True Nades, all that kind of stuff over their Heavy Storms. As soon as they see a Starlight Road, they're going to automatically start using their Monarchs to pop 1 card instead of 2. They're going to be more careful when to Icarus attack and all that kind of stuff. So I think 1 is good enough. If they see 1, people assume 3. And I think that's what is the biggest threat right now, is people think, oh, Starlight Road is so good, people are going to be running it in 3s, so I better be careful. So 1 is intimidating enough to change their playstyle, especially with Black Wings and Icarus attack. So you got Mirror Force, Double Bottomless, a Solemn, 3 Bribes. Now this is another thing, a lot of Eatos players that I was talking to and reading forums for online were saying that when Starlight Road came out, to drop a bribe for 1. I dropped a prison for 1, just for the simple fact that, I don't know, Bribe could just stop so much more. Bribe can stop a Heavy Storm if you don't have a True Nade, or if you don't have damn. Starlight Road, there we go. If you don't have a Starlight Road. Also, it's the importance that it can stop cards like True Nade, because if they think they can OTK you, they're going to True Nade, put all your stuff back in your hand, and then proceed to OTK you. So if you have out your bribe face down, you could bribe their True Nade, and while really they're going to draw another card, it might possibly be enough to stop the OTK, especially if you have stuff like Bottomless or whatever set. 2 skill drains. It's just a good card. Anti-meta enough. 1 macro. A lot of people are saying to run 2, especially my teammate Timmy Daisy. I think 1 is enough, but I want to hear what you guys think. So far we've got first Hokage 6 suggesting 2. We've got the Master of Eatos pretty much. Pointless 413 saying don't run 2, run 1. And then we've got my teammate Timmy Daisy saying to run 2. 2 to 3 actually. So tell me what you guys think. Macro up to 2 or 3. Tell me what you guys think is working for you guys. Suggested by teammate Mark Spears, Wabaku. I think it's just a really good card. Obviously, it's sided out against GBs. I was siding it in with GBs and even without GBs yesterday, and it was working really good, so I really liked it. And a D Prison, just 1. As far as the side deck goes, I'll go ahead and kind of speed through that. Basically, I just side into GBs. I side out the Rhoda, the E-Call, all the Gemini stuff. I might have to leave in the 2 skill drains, but GBs get around skill drain and the fact that they can still tag out. They just don't get their effects from tagging out. So we got 2 Laquari. Basically, the side deck is the heart and soul of a GB deck. So 2 Laquari, 1 Vermillo, 1 Hoplimus, 1 Bestiari, 2 E-Quests. Now, I run 2 E-Quests for the simple fact that it can get GBs out of my grave. So I can special summon the Eatos. Morphing Jar to add a little bit of speed to it. 2 GPG for, added monsters. Burden, so my GBs can get over anything big. MST, just as general hate for stuff like Trap Stun and crap like that. 2 War Chariots, because I think 3 is unnecessary with the 7 GBs I think I'm running. And another Wabaku, just in case it's needed. And it's going to go in when I side in anyway. And then I also have my generic side deck for the for what I think is going to be the new format. So I'll go ahead and show that off. This is, I think, if you're wondering what to side, I think this is a pretty decent side deck, and I'll show you why each card is in here. So we'll start out with Consecrated Light. Now, this would be my side deck if I wasn't siding into GBs, just so you know. So Consecrated Light stops a lot of dark decks that are running rampant. Juju for beater decks like mine. It would kill decks like mine that really rely on top decking. Also, it stops Infernities, too, if you want to try to put that in against Infernities. 2 Breakers are good against Blackwings because 19 beaters can get around everything save for Sirocco if they don't have a Collude in hand. Plus, you can pop their Whirlwind, so that's good. Chalice to get around stuff like Armor Master or if you're running Barbaros or whatever. Now, Armor Master obviously can't be destroyed by battle, but if you have a powered-up Colossal Fighter and you activate Chalice, then, hey, their Armor Master now gains attack, but if your Colossal can still get over it, it's pretty pro. Soul Release stops a lot of stuff, so I just consider running it anyway. I mean, it's better in my deck, obviously, because it helps me and hurts my opponent, but I don't know. This is the only card that I think would only be situational depending on what deck you're running it in. Trade in any deck that can run it, I'd say go ahead and do it because it's a generic draw card. Well, generic enough. And now that we have a lure at 1, you might want to consider throwing in, some plasmas, a D-draw, trade in or 2. Against X-Sabers, we got 2 Trap Holes. Now, for X-Sabers to work, all their support cards is that you need an X-Saber face up on the field, so stopping that from happening, killing their Ember's Blades before they can special another one, is great. I can't wait to play in the regionals when I play an X-Saber deck because I know it's coming. And they summon their, $80 Ember's Blade, and I Trap Hole it. And it's like, oh, your $80 Ember's Blade just got Trap Holed with no effect now by a 5-cent card now. It's been out forever. So, Gotham's E-Call with... its effect, it says if there's a face-up X-Saber on the field, you can special summon 2 X-Sabers from either player's graveyard. So basically, if your opponent controls an X-Saber, which, unless you're playing X-Sabers, you can take 2 of their monsters, which is great because that's what I'm doing with my friend's Blackwing build. He's siding 2 of those and siding a X-Saber, X-Saber Hunley. So he takes 2 of their level 3s and a Ember's Blade and, some other level 3 tuner like Full Helm Knight or whatever. Synchros both of them and gets a free Hunley. Royal Oppression, once again, would be good against, most decks right now. Royal Oppression is like the ace side card right now. 2 Tuner Scheme, this is my side deck idea for Blackwings. So the effect reads, activate when a synchro monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field. Take control of that synchro monster, remove it from play when it is destroyed. Destroy this card when it is removed from the field. So whenever they summon their Armor Master, be like, no you, I'm taking that back. Also, Big Burn is good for Infernities. If anything targets anything in the graveyard, just remove from play all monsters in both graveyards. So once again, it's really good for my deck, but also against Infernities, because you might need your monsters in grave, but do you really want to be FTK'd or OTK'd against a Infernity deck? Because believe me, if they're targeting something in grave, they're going to set up for a giant Trishula or Mistworm play, even though I know we don't have Trishula. Once Infernity Gun comes out and you get OTK'd by a Blackwing deck, you'll wish you sided in Big Burns. So thanks, guys. Definitely rate and let me know what you guys think of the generic side deck and my Eatos deck. Let me know if you have any suggestions. And on the macro thing, thanks, guys, and peace.